Have you noticed that America is changing? Not just politically, not just economically, but demographically. The latest data from the U.S. Census Bureau reveals a country that's getting older, growing differently, and shifting toward one region more than any other. Today, we'll break down the newest population estimates. We'll see where Americans are moving, why the South continues to grow, and what these changes could mean for housing, jobs, healthcare, and everyday life. Let's dive in. Every year, the U.S. Census Bureau publishes updated population estimates. These estimates combine information about births, deaths, and migration to show how the nation's population is changing between official censuses. The latest vintage 2025 estimates reveal some fascinating trends, and one trend stands above the rest. America is getting older. The nation's median age has now reached 39.4 years. That means half of Americans are older than 39.4, and half are younger. Just 5 years ago, the median age was 38.6. That may sound like a small increase, but across a country of more than 300 million people, it's a significant demographic shift. Several factors are driving this change. Americans are having fewer children, people are living longer, and millions of baby boomers continue moving into retirement age. Some states are aging much faster than others. Maine now has the oldest population in the country. Its median age is nearly 45 years. On the other hand, Utah remains America's youngest state. Its median age is just 32.6 years. Higher birth rates and a younger population help keep Utah well below the national average. But aging isn't the only story. The biggest population growth continues to happen in the South. Between 2020 and 2025, every major age group grew faster in the South than in any other region. Children, young adults, working-age adults, and retirees all grew more rapidly there than anywhere else in the United States. Why? One major reason is migration. People continue moving south in search of job opportunities, lower living costs, warmer weather, and in many cases, more affordable housing. But here's something especially interesting. The fastest growth isn't happening only in large cities. Instead, many of the biggest gains are occurring in counties surrounding major metropolitan areas. People still want access to city jobs and services, but they're increasingly choosing to live farther away, where homes are often larger, newer, and less expensive. Suburban America continues to expand. Now, let's look at different age groups. Americans aged 65 and older experienced the fastest growth. Since 2020, this population has increased by more than 16%. That's a remarkable jump in just 5 years. Meanwhile, the number of children under 18 has declined nationwide. Adults between 25 and 44 years old have continued growing steadily. These are many of America's prime working years. But adults between 45 and 64 actually became fewer. Why? Because millions have now crossed into the 65 and older category. America isn't simply adding more people. Its age structure is changing. Another interesting finding involves gender. Women continue to outnumber men in the United States. By 2025, there are approximately 6.3 million more women than men. This difference becomes larger at older ages, simply because women tend to live longer than men. Although the gap has narrowed slightly over recent years, women still make up just over half of the nation's population. So, why do these numbers matter? Because demographic trends influence almost every part of daily life. An older population means greater demand for healthcare, more retirement communities, and increased pressure on Medicare and senior services. Rapid population growth in suburban counties creates demand for new schools, roads, hospitals, utilities, and housing developments. Meanwhile, communities losing younger residents may struggle to fill jobs, support local businesses, or maintain long-term economic growth. Population data isn't just about counting people. It's about understanding where opportunities, challenges, and investments are likely to appear next. The latest census estimates tell a clear story. America continues to grow older. The South remains the nation's fastest-growing region. Suburban communities are expanding, and demographic change will continue shaping the country's future for years to come. Whether you're buying a home, planning your career, considering retirement, or simply curious about where America is headed, these numbers provide valuable insight into the future.